feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the game. And he's not going to take the touchback. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the SMU Mustangs offense will get the football first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Extending the play. Touchdown, SMU! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee in this
Yeah, buddy.
So Georgia Tech's offense will take the field for the first time. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defense
breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Ali.
That's a good example of why location on throws is so important. It's 3rd down, and if the quarterback just puts that in a better spot, his player can catch it and advance it and maybe get the first, but because he killed his receiver's momentum because of the poor throw, the defense was able to rally and make a stop.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, let's have a look at SMU. Now, they love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable think this one's in the bag yet.
No, they just...
He's going for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. He's got it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's
picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the flag.
Damn, I expected
He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes his man miss. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ali. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Rush is on him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no...
And they will score! Touchdown, Mustangs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Going the other way, and he's got room.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You have had some great moments, but this possession...
Dirty Bear, huge win, bro. Huge win, huge win.
Get the ball back to our offense.
Operating
Yes,
in
I'm
the red
done.
zone here on 2nd down.
He won't make the playoffs today.
They'll go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. What a first quarter for this offense. A chance to score again on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. He's looking to pass. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Ooh, buddy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the
game,
drive from the 25.
Upload some videos. Go to bed.
Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And that one falls incomplete.
Come on, Golden.
Play on that one. What will they dial
Come on, man.
on 2nd and a long way to go? They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
No, I did. They were number 1 on my list. So that tells me Yak might be coming back.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing.
I put my list in the chat.
And finding his open guy.
If you never saw it or if you bypassed it, my list is there.
Moves around to clear up the vision. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces
I had Florida State, Georgia, Auburn, Oregon. I know I had Florida State, Georgia, Auburn as my top 3.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. What a disappointment. No good.
Fudge. I hate missing field goals.
To expand the lead, but still a 17-point push. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. He'll do it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
I mean, SMU should be freaking. I would think they'd be zooted. Should be pretty good. Especially their two quarterbacks. Should be good on quarterback play.
It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind him.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was.
Yeah,
going
you said
to, and they got there
DM
quick.
three teams or 6 teams, and I did that. And Florida State was going for me.
From the gun, wants to pass. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid.
Like, I know Georgia should almost.
And a big play there.
And money down, third down.
Is Georgia cheating?
Turning it on. He goes out.
I don't know.
Right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell
But he told me that Georgia was open, so I put them second on my list. I didn't expect to get Georgia really. I thought I was going to get Florida State.
Finds a soft spot. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Back to pass on second down. They're setting up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Run away.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 30. Tag. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, SMU. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires.
No way, bruh.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Sacked.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. He's got the tight end. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Bring in the heat. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Give me that bow.
They can do on this drive is it
Give me that
starts
bow.
at the 8. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. High to change now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
Wow, no.
Down in the end zone to add insult to injury. That flag is probably holding. It'll be a safety. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Running into the open space. And the Yellow Jackets with a golden opportunity, but the key to the drill is turn it into points. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The sure hands, it's Ali. At the 45 on its way. It's a fumble on the play. There he goes. I don't know if it was luck or aggression.
While we're just sitting there, boys.
But at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese,
Great
this running
peanut
back's gotta
punch.
do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Punt is on its way. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room.
Man, what the freak is the linebacker doing? That deep. God.
In the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Ali, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Hey, some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going to swing it on second down. Showing the arm straight down the left side. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
33 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, SMU.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. And that is no good. Sure, you don't want to miss the field goal, but a 22-point lead, still feeling good about the way the game's going. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown Mustangs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
31, Georgia Tech, 2.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, what a cut! They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Fairchild. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Now on second down. Defense showing blitz here. To the air on second down. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds.
8-2 hits.
Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Ali. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the
Still
outside.
more play.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Slips through the line. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it's got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Got his man in the middle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Finds his big tight end. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fairchild. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, better look out. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Hunt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's York. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They call the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 5. Return runs out of bounds.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Ali. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drive, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. After that last completion, it's second down. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of time to survey the field, and he'll let it go to the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Leaves it with the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Timing and better execution. That is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period.
Don't you clock?
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. give on the counter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. He'll start this drive firing. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Breaks into the open. Touchdown!
What the hell are we doing?
A great catch and run for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. He's at the 40, the 20. He's at the touchdown Mustangs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 10 to Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game,
Can I please
you're pulling your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Leaves it with the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's York. Dumps it to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him.
Turning it on! He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and
Just
short.
go all the way down.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out.
I
We'll
like
see
that
if they
play
want to
call.
rub a little salt in the wound.
I
And the
like this
Mustangs
RPO better.
really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Give to the back. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's York. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Working that wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Floats it out in space. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Using his feet to buy time. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Oh, this
And
game's
the Yellow
finally
Jackets
over.
will bring the punt team onto the field. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The lone back's got it. Fighting off the defender. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College